everybody wants a reason for everything. It's so much easier with someone or something to blame. And I've always struggled at the root of the problem. Has it been absence or my constant lack of defense? I never spent a lot on finding a remedy. I guess I figured that it hurts for a reason. I guess that's why I've always turned to writing it down. Not just in stories, but the letters in between. And I guess that's why it haunts the pages of everything. To self examine. I think the thing is that I shut off from everything, from friends and family and my own ambitions, from having fun. I just shut off from everything. Self defeating? Yeah, probably, but I don't know that I had total control over it. And I'm not sure if it even matters why. I mean, sometimes things happen and you can't do anything. Plus, I'm the only one who ever deals with it anyway. So, if everyone could just do me a favor and just put their fingers down and keep their mouths shut. Sorry. I know I seem angry. I'm not, I promise. I just know I did this to me. And I will deal with it accordingly. And I don't need opinions from those never a part of it. I don't need them pointing out my problems. They're mine. And I don't need reminders. I know better than anyone. And yeah, I know I should be out finding another way. I should be out seeking a substitute, but just forgetting never really made sense to me. So I haven't been. Do I feel embarrassed about it? I think you know the answer to that. I think you'd probably feel a little bit embarrassed for me, wouldn't you? I know I should have moved on ages ago. I've been happy already, but it's never been that easy for me. Or maybe it was me that made it so hard. I know I've only ever tried a handful of times to sever this thing torturing me. It never got me anywhere with anyone. No friendship or hobby, no lover's bed worked. But looking back, maybe I never tried hard enough. And it is my fault. Maybe I never tried at all. So here goes. One last letter now. One last attempt to make sense. Who have I been writing to? I'm not sure anymore. What have I been trying to accomplish? It's a mystery, I guess. Self-made secrecy. Things get cloudy, and now all these stories and the struggle as an undercurrent, like, both get blurry, and by the minute both get blurrier. So which voice is it then that I've been writing in? Is it my own or his? Has there ever been a difference between them at all? I don't know. I don't know. One last desperate plea. One last verse to sing. One last laugh track to accompany the comedy. Have I been losing it completely? Losing sanity? Or has it been fabricated? Fashioned by the worst of me? I know I knocked the table over because I watched the jar break, and I've been trying to repair it every single stupid day, but won't the cracks still show? No matter how well it's assembled, can I ever just decide to let it die and let you go? All my motives and every single narrative below reflects the moment that it broke, and I will never let it go, no matter what. Now I'm throwing all the shards away, discarding every fragment, and fumbling towards a curtain call that no one wants to happen, and that no one's gonna clap for at all. But that still has to be. And what will I find? Some sacred thing to help me handle the tragedy? Or did I once have it and lose it? No one should ever have to walk through the fire alone. No one should ever have to brave that storm. No, everybody needs someone or something. And when I sing, don't I sing your name out right at the same time that I sing my own? Some days I swear I can feel you splitting the light through the window frame. The shape it makes are always warmer, always brighter than the rest of what comes through. Some days I swear I can hear you sing to me or whisper my name in the slightest way. It's like the warmest light now laid across my bedroom floor is somehow actually you and not just sunlight. I have the memory climbing down the balcony. I put a flower on the back of its dress. It's best to probably just forget it. It's best to just let go. I painted the shade of where the skin and the lip meet. Only a moment after breaking the kiss, and I blur out everything else. That's how I choose to remember it. Some nights are a lot like the days. I lay awake too late. I watch the shadows cast to trace your shape. Those silver slivers on the wall and on the bed sheets. I hear your song in the trees. I finally fall into rest. Often later when I'm sleeping, you show up in my dreams. Just doing simple things like buying groceries, and when I wake up, I could swear you must have just left me, like you got up to make breakfast or maybe just to get dressed. But the truth is, you were never there. You won't ever be. Sometimes I think I'm not either, so what do I do when every single day still seems to start and end with you? And you won't ever know, you won't ever see how much your ghost since then has been defining me. I leave the memory up atop of the balcony. I tear this flower from the back of the dress. It's best this time, I bet, to just forget and let go. I painted the shade of where the lip bleeds and blur it out. I blur out everything else. Just blur out everything else. And let go. And let go. And let go. Everybody has to let go someday. And I wonder when I will. I wonder. But if I still hear you singing in every single city I meet, after I blur it all out every memory, if you never fade with the days, your shape still haunting me then, should I not just sing along? Should I not just sing along? I will sing sweetly, hope that the notes change, but I do not need it to happen. I'm not resigned to it. And if they never do, I'll sing your name in every line, just like I did throughout this, just like I've always done, in every gun, the empty church, and every tortured son, and all those giving up, and all those giving in. Until I die, I will sing our names in unison. Until I die, I will sing our names in unison.